Hello, everyone. Welcome back to some bridge. We're going to start day one of the Stars and Platinum Robot Individual. Excuse me, not invitational. I was not invited to this. I do have some platinum points, more than enough to register for this event, and I don't know. It seemed like could be a fun thing. 16 boards apparently, more than we've done in any event on this channel, I think so far. But it is just declare, so we don't have to worry about the auction. Yeah, four spades seems like a reasonable call here. I don't hate it. Actually, I wonder. Let me back up a sec. Do we have advanced robots here, or is it? We do. Okay. Are there normally advanced robots for these day longs? It doesn't say that. Okay, so this might be a slightly more serious event. The robots will make different kinds of blunders. I don't have a lot of experience with the advanced robots, honestly. Anyway, I mean, not much to do here. We'll follow suit. Hopefully they don't find the club switch, but actually, I mean, we play low here, and next they have to find Ace of Spades club. Yeah, that doesn't do it, because now I can either set up a heart trick or get a club ruff, or maybe both, but probably not. I guess I'll ruff with the six, just in case East has six. No, five diamonds. Okay. So let's just set up this heart. Yeah, that promotion's not doing anything. Draw trump, or try. Okay, they're going to make me cash the heart early. That's not a big deal. Leading a diamond, because I know East is out, therefore West is not over roughing me, so there's no trump promotion issue. And can I claim here? I don't know. I think so, but I'm not totally sure where. Didn't count trump that carefully. All right, down one's fine. We certainly couldn't do better than that, right? And it would be possible to do worse. $13, a diamond, a heart, 1 no 3 no. I certainly agree with my auction. Partners looks pretty reasonable as well. Okay. So we're in 3 no. We have 4 diamond tricks, 2 spades thanks to the lead, but we might have to devote some time to setting them up. What we can cash right away is 4 diamonds and 2 aces. Okay, now we have 8 tricks, including the spades. So, we could attack hearts next, which might set up as many as 2 additional tricks, but might set up none at all. Or we could attack clubs, which certainly sets up 1 trick and maybe costs a tempo. If the club finesse works, I've stolen a club trick and can go back and work on hearts. If it doesn't work, then I've still got my 9 tricks. So I think attacking clubs is by far the right play here. Although we have plenty of time. Sort of? Not exactly. We could win the spade and attack hearts, but then they win and attack spades again, and then when you lose the club, they'll cash out a spade, and so you won't really benefit that much. And if the club finesse loses and they continue clubs, you still have time to work on hearts for your potential 10th trick. So yeah, it's got to be clubs and hearts. I don't think it matters much which hand I win this in, because I have plenty of diamond entries to both hands. So I might as well win it with the queen to be well positioned to lead a club immediately. Okay. Now, how do we tackle hearts? We could play low to the 10. I don't think low to the 8 can possibly be right. Because even if it works, we find East with the 9, but West has the Jack. We still haven't, like, set up a trick. And I can't afford to lose another. So I have to set up a trick immediately somehow or other. Low to the 10 works if East has the Jack. Low to the Queen works if West has the King. I don't know. I think low to the 10 is better, but I'm not totally sure. It's convenient to do right now, though, so let's do that. Okay, there's the Jack. Another club. Yeah. I mean, I'll pitch a diamond here. It doesn't really matter. I'm eventually just pitching a heart on the diamond. But I'd like to run all the diamonds before I decide what to do in hearts. The obvious line is to cash the ace. And then, like, probably you just get the one heart trick, but if the king drops, you get another. However, you could also try load the 8. No, that never works. You could try running the queen, pinning West's stiff 9, but I don't think that's going to happen. West pitched one already, so I don't know. Yeah. So, I guess I didn't mention you could try running the queen, but that's a very bad play, right? At your first opportunity in hearts, you could try running the queen. It doesn't set up a trick because queen, king, ace, and the jack is still a winner. But then low to the 8, finessing the 9 would actually do something. It just, like, seems completely unreasonable. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There'll probably be some weirdos out there who do better than 600, but 600 should be the middle of the road result. Oh, I forgot. I got that little weird thing at the bottom of the screen again. Oop, there it goes. What are we doing? We're in 3-0. I passed as dealer, sure. Over 1 club, 1 heart, I bid 2-no, which, sure, fine. Oh, is this not best hand either? It's real bridge? Huh. I didn't notice that when I was looking at the conditions of contest. Because normally, like, you look at one of their day-longs. Does match point just declare? We go to about... Day-long tournaments. Where's this thing about best hand? Most day-longs are best hand, yes. Sure. And this one, if we look at about... It's not a day-long. So it's a free event. Can you actually read all this? You can, okay. 3 days, 5 platinum points. I have like 50, I think. Match point scoring, just declare. It doesn't mention that it's not best hand, which is interesting. Because normally a lot of their stuff is, or at least... Oh, here it is. Just declare tournaments are not best hand. This shouldn't be capitalized. It's just the format is one where you never have the best hand. But, okay, anyway. So that's important to keep in mind. It's not best hand. We shouldn't try to mastermind in that direction. You know, I've seen people open 11-point hands and then pass partner's response because, like, partner can't have a game force. Very funny, right? But that doesn't apply today. Okay, so here we are in 3-0. What do we have for cashers? 2 hearts and a spade is 3. 2 diamonds is 5. If we could get 4 clubs, we would be home, right? And we can. Just win the ace, cross to a diamond, take a club finesse. So that's an easy way to guarantee making the contract. We have enough entries to get back the King of Hearts. There are various ways you could try to greed out if the club finesse works. Like, you could assume East has the Queen Jack of Diamonds and finesse him twice. But that seems insane. I guess you could lead the 9 and see if he covers. Planning to play the ace anyway. That seems free enough. It gives up an overtrick if, like, West has Queen Jack Doubleton. But I think I'm okay with that. Ooh. What's this? I'll duck. And now there's some chance if, like, diamonds are 3-3, I can get another trick that way? Or maybe a spade diamond squeeze? I got it! I keep, like, mousing over stuff and just, like, I accidentally right-click because I'm not really paying attention to that key, and I always forget it does something on BBO. Fortunately, that was the play I wanted to make. Like, you can right-click anywhere. I'm right-clicking all over the place. Nothing happens. But, you know, if you right-click while there's a card under your hand and it's legal to play that card, you play it. So it's the same as left-clicking, really, except, like, I don't know. I don't think it should be. So I think we want to duck this, right? It reduces us to 1 loser, which is ideal for the squeeze. And doesn't really hurt in any way that I can see. Well, it sort of does. It allows them to switch to a diamond, which would make me cash stuff early in the wrong order. But I think they'll continue hearts. And the 2 loser squeeze would just be too hard. So I'm not going to do that. Okay, they do continue hearts. So now we can pitch a spade, winning here. Is it important to cash the ace of spades first? I don't think so, right? Because I'm always pitching spades from hand. Dummy has the spade threat. Well, I could, but I don't have to. Dummy's better at holding the spade threat. Yeah, I might as well not tell them what's going on in spades, I guess. And we'll be down to 3 cards. Anyone who has the last 2 diamonds and the king, queen of spades can't keep everything. I'll cash the ace of diamonds, and I'll know for certain whether the squeeze has succeeded. Ooh, that's a diamond. I can claim, right? They only have 1 diamond left? Yeah. Okay, so the squeeze wasn't on, but the finesse was. That's a good point, is that I should be thinking about considering taking the risk of the finesse. But fortunately, the squeeze put East under enough pressure that he was like, whatever, I'll just give up diamonds. Nothing really matters. Might as well jump in front of a train. Okay, 10 tricks is... I mean, oh my god, are you kidding? Stiff king? I was going to say 10 tricks is about as good as you could do on this hand, but I guess technically you could play the clubs for no losers and then take a double finesse and spade for 2 tricks there, whereas I only got 1 trick in diamond. You could make so many tricks. 5 clubs, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts is 9, plus 3 spades. You can make 12 tricks if you can see all the cards. Okay, so we're in 4 hearts. Club, a diamond, a heart. Yeah. 3 clubs? 3 diamonds. And then 4 hearts? I mean, I don't know about that. I'd rather double. See if partner likes hearts at all. But good news, he does. So here we are. They have shown diamonds, and they haven't really shown anything else. We have 6 heart tricks, a spade, and a club is 8. The diamond is surely not worth a trick. Well, the king isn't. But maybe West won't know to lead the queen, and then our jack will... East has most of the outstanding cards at this point. So we shouldn't be too excited about a diamond trick, but I guess it could happen. This is actually kind of good, right? If trump are 2-2, I can exit with the 10 of spades, and East will be forced to lead something after I draw 2 trump. Or indeed, if East has 1 trump, the same thing probably works. So, jack. I shouldn't do this before drawing trump. Yeah, because then they can just exit in trump. So, jack, queen. East has 3 of them? Are you kidding me? Okay. Well. I think you still draw the last trump and exit a spade, and then if East doesn't have 4 of those... then he's end played. And if he does have 4 of those, then his shape is what? Like 4, 3, 5, 1? We'll be able to pick up a club trick. Yeah. So I think we're guaranteed to take 7, 8, 9, at least 9 tricks, and maybe a miracle could happen for 10, although probably not. Oh, I didn't consider this possibility. That East's spades were ace-queen tight. I somehow thought he would have more, but... Huh. Whoops. Sorry, partner. I think I screwed this up. Because I could have... Okay. Well, now we know East's shape was 2, 3... 5 or 6 diamonds, 2 or 3 clubs. Well, I hope that it is 2. We're just going to duck this club. No? Yeah. If I'd realized that East had only 2 spades, there was a different end play that was, well... Was it available, though? Because at this point... Here, when I finish drawing trump... I could play a club... It would maybe be better to have done it from hand. Ace of spades, ace of hearts dropping the king. Then play a club, intending to lose it to East, who's then end played, right? But West can put in the 9, and then, like, it doesn't work. Because West has a safe diamond exit. I can cover with the queen, but then it goes king, and East isn't end played. He can exit a club. So I'm not sure I could have done better there. Kind of seems like I couldn't. I just didn't expect ace of spades and then diamond switch to come from ace jack 5th. East continuing with queen x, I guess, sure. Okay, we're in 2 hearts. A diamond, a spade. Sure. Partner's 2 clubs showing clubs, and I say, what about hearts? He says, sure. Okay. We could unblock in hearts at trick 1 to preserve more entries to this hand, but this hand sucks. I want entries to this hand, so we'll play low from both hands. Yeah, getting tapped out is a potential issue, isn't it? If you try to establish spades. I don't think you really can establish spades. What if you just play a cross ruff? Ace of diamonds, diamond ruff. Spade ruff. Exactly when am I cashing the clubs in this sequence? So that is an important consideration. Yeah, I think a cross ruff must be right. We just don't have enough trumps to establish something else. Ace. I guess you just want to cash the clubs relatively early. Do I do it right now? It seems okay. Oh, right. Don't forget East's diamond overcall. This 9 looks sort of like a doubleton, right? I mean, that's what it should be, but... And West's King of Heart leads suggests possession of the ace. So if I try to ruff diamonds, West will over-ruff the third one. So I'm going to actually have to take a club ruff in hand. Multiple, perhaps? So I think we actually use the club entry immediately to ruff a spade without having to ruff a diamond. My diamond ruffs are sort of precious in that I only actually have one of them. Or I can take another one late, as long as I do it late enough. Now, go for my one diamond ruff, I guess. Weird to ruff there. Okay, so we've got our 8 tricks now. The Queen of Spades is a winner, but trying to cash it would be very dangerous. Because somebody, presumably West... Well, actually, West led the King of Hearts and then switched. So maybe he actually had the Singleton King. I don't know. Anyway, somebody holding both trumps could ruff the Queen of Spades, draw both of my trump at once, and then I'd have no more winners. This way, if they over ruff, it has to be with the ace, and my Queen of Hearts is still a winner. Yeah, so actually East had 4 hearts. That's why West led 1 diamond and then switched. So... I don't know. I think I did fine there. I could have safely taken more diamond ruffs if I had really believed for sure that West had the stiff king. But it didn't matter because, like, East couldn't interrupt the club ruffs either. And I got enough spade roughs anyway. The cross ruff was accomplished. Yeah, this seems like about the best you can do. I guess if you knew ace X of spades were here, you could maybe try establishing the spades, but there's just not enough hand entries to do that without tapping yourself. $11 and 9 is 20. So it's weird. It's just declare, but it's not best hand. So are they just throwing out all the hands where north-south don't get to declare? Is that how this works? I don't know. Or I guess you don't have to do that. Just bid out every hand and then rotate it so that north-south declare. Sure, I guess that makes sense. Although maybe they don't do that because the dealer is rotating. Dealer and vulnerability are as normal, right? Interesting. Anyway, we're in 2 spades. I opened a spade and bid 2 clubs. Yeah, I mean, the 1 spade is a little bit marginal, but not crazy. Preempting hearts is a nice side benefit. And of course, you rebid 2 clubs. No opponents bid anything. They have 20 points between them, so probably roughly balanced. I mean, I imagine you play the queen here, right? I don't know. I mean, you could play low. But it's not like Dummy's going to provide a wealth of tricks either way. You might as well make hearts unsafe to lead for East. My spades absolutely suck. I may as well duck this. Okay. Queen's sort of good news. We're not getting any club ruffs, but that's life. The Jack of Diamonds. Oh, why would you put me to such a predicament? I mean, it's a good card. We're happy to see it, but we now have a decision to make that we didn't have before, really. Is West shifting from Jack nothing? In which case, we should win the king and finesse back with the 10. Or is this a misdirect from Queen Jack and then some others, in which case we should win ace and then finesse? I think, I don't know. I don't think you should lead the Jack from Queen Jack here. Because you're not end played yet, right? Oh, maybe you are. No, you could play clubs. Because if you're end played into leading a suit like this, where Declare has ace king in opposite hands and has plenty of spots to where if they lead the suit for you, it's helpful. If you're end played in such a situation and you have both honors, there's sort of nothing you can do. You lead an honor. Because otherwise Declare just wins the 10 without having to guess anything. But if you have just one honor, you could try playing low. Or you could try leading the honor. And if you lead low, Declare has no choice but to play it correctly. He has to play low, and your partner's honor will go in, and then, all he can really do, let's say West had led low, and went small, queen, ace. How would I try to take more diamond tricks? Obviously, the only thing I could do, I could try to drop the queen, or I could finesse West for it. Finessing West for it makes sense. So if you have just one honor, you actually do better by leading the honor because it gives Declare the choice of whether to finesse you for both of them or your partner for one and you for one. So assuming that your opponents know this, when they lead an honor, you should actually assume it's the only one they have. Because 2 times out of 3, that'll be true. But playing the king, like, is sort of awkward. I still need to draw a trump. And I need a late re-entry to the diamonds. So I don't think I can actually afford to do that. Also, the outstanding spades. They're like ace 9 or ace 10. I forget which. I think he switched to the 10, right? So it should be ace 9 that remain. So leading spades might not be such a great plan. Maybe I should just allow the opponents to have their 2 spade tricks by playing on other suits. Because if I win this and lose a spade, and then they tap me with hearts, I could be in real trouble. I think I'm just going to leave spades alone, which means I can afford to make the play I want to in diamonds, which is the king. Okay. And it turns out it was actually a singleton, which is good and bad. It forced a ruff with the ace, so I can actually draw the last trump. But now, even though the finesse of the diamond succeeded, I can't actually win the last diamond. I mean, I guess you could win the king and finesse for the 10 of clubs over here. That's probably fine, right? Like, I don't think it'll work. What with West leading the jack here. But it's only dangerous if West has 6 clubs, and I don't think West would defend this way with 6 clubs. West would have led clubs earlier. But if West has Jack 10x, we would do better to just drop it. That would give him 3 something 1 3. That would be a 6-card heart suit. That doesn't seem very likely. Okay, so I think I can just afford the finesse here, even though I suspect it will fail. Oh, but what if he wins? What if he has 5 clubs? Okay, this was a bad play. I should have roughed a heart to hand. Because the finesse is actually just dangerous for no reason. West could win it and give East a ruff, perhaps. Okay. And it was over here. So the finesse would have been all right, but it wouldn't have accomplished anything, and it was taking a risk for no reason. I think I'm reasonably happy with how this went. You have to win the King of Diamonds. Having done that, what happens if you ruff a heart and lose a spade? Double dummy. I think it comes out the same, right? You get 1 more diamond trick, but 1 fewer spade trick. And you've messed up your entries, so it's a little bit harder to cash the clubs, but you can do it, so it's fine. Ooh, actually, West might get a little bit squeezed there. If we export this. I don't think it quite works out, but it almost does. Okay, we win. Okay, actually, oops. Yeah, no, play it. Actually, I mean, let's ask. How does it say? Yeah, we should. Double dummy is making 2. Fine. And playing low actually would have worked because West did have the 10. And apparently it actually matters somehow. And playing West later, maybe? But I got it wrong. Okay, fine. Spade switch, ducked, queen, sure. More spades. So far no one's made any mistakes except trick one. And a diamond. Play the king. If you now ruff a heart and lose the last spade, pitching a diamond, West can't play a heart. And he can't play a small club either. Right, because a heart would let you play low and East Ace would drop and then you could cash the jack. So he has to play the jack of clubs, but that's good enough. He doesn't mind doing that. We get the diamond finesse, but we're still losing a club at the end. So indeed it does come out the same. At that point, even if I could see all the cards, there was nothing I could do. We've wound up in 5 spades this time, huh? I don't totally love opening 2 clubs on this hand. Like, it's not awful. But 1 spade, like, you're in range. I guess it's a pretty good... Obviously, it's top of range for 1 spade. And even among 21-point hands, this is a pretty good one. Lots of controls. No wasted values in your short suit. Yeah, 2 clubs is fine. Unluckily, partner has a great hand and bids 3 clubs, and now we don't have room to show both of our suits. But luckily, he has spade support. So over 3 spades, he just punts out 4-0 because the robots don't know how to explore for slam. And then we find out we're missing the ace of clubs and the king of spades, so we stay out of the slam. Fine. How am I for tricks? I mean... Maybe I could ruff a diamond, but it seems a lot better to use the clubs to pitch my heart loser and my diamond loser. The queen of hearts is my only sure entry for that. And I want to use that also to finesse spades. But I think that's okay. We win this, play a club immediately. And at this point, we could ruff a diamond. I mean, if diamonds are 6-2, that's bad. But if I cross to a heart and lead spades, or cross to a heart, cash 2 clubs, then I'm in trouble if clubs are 5-2. So I think it's best to play for... to risk diamonds being 5-2, 6-2. Because it protects me from clubs being 5-2, which is more likely. So we probably want to ruff a diamond here. I can try to be careful and ruff high. But then, if spades are 4-1 onside, I can't repeat the finesse enough times. Actually, wait a minute. If I ruff low, I still can't repeat the finesse enough times, right? I mean, trump coup aside, I'm not playing a trump coup here, I don't think. Low diamond ruff, spade hook, cross back to hearts, cash a club, spade hook again, West shows out, East still has king X, and I can't get rid of it. So I guess I might as well ruff high in that case. Just in case the suit is splitting badly. Take the finesse once. Now I don't need the clubs. And the spades are guaranteed to come in because ace, queen, 9 are all good and they only have 3 left, so I can claim. Okay. I'm glad I didn't touch hearts. I guess it would have been fine because West can't give himself a heart ruff. Clubs were 5-2, though. Right. I was thinking I might have made a big error, in fact, by ruffing the diamond with the 10. Then when West won the king of spades, he could have led another diamond, and East can now overruff the dummy because it only has the 6 and East has the 8. But of course I can overruff in hand. I'm also out, so that's fine. We're in 5 clubs. I doubled a heart. Sure, planning to rebid clubs. Partner jumps in diamonds. A bit overzealous in my opinion, but it is a decent hand. I bid 4 clubs and partner loves that suit too. Okay. Sure. So we're in 5 clubs. I mean, we're losing 2 diamonds and a heart, and then we're going to take the rest of the tricks and go down 1, right? Not necessarily. Although, I mean, this doesn't even help. I can't get rid of the diamond losers. How could I try to do so? Maybe somebody has the stiff ace of diamonds and they could be end played into giving me a rough stuff? Could be. Or stiff king would be similarly problematic. I think that's about it. So we win this in either hand, doesn't really matter. But this hand is more comfortable because then it's easier to take the spade rough later. Okay, trumper 3-0. We rough out the spades. Cash the hearts. Duck a diamond and hope for a miracle. No miracle forthcoming, I assume. There was one! A miracle! East pitched a diamond, apparently down to stiff king. No, East just didn't know what was happening. Was afraid to return a diamond? What? Why? What did you think was going to happen? Oh, maybe he's worried about my diamond setting up with the queen of diamonds as an entry? If I'm the one with the ace or something like that? So let's try to see things from East's point of view here. He knows that I'm out of hearts, doesn't he? No, he doesn't know I'm out of hearts. He knows I'm out of spades because I roughed one. So my last card... Oh, he knows I'm out of hearts because no more hearts exist. He has all of them. Okay, so this is kind of just a funny, like, robot defeatism thing, where East can see with absolute certainty that leading a heart gives me the rest of the tricks. Oh, no, I see. He's maybe thinking, oh, what if my partner has a club remaining? East is thinking, what if West has a club? Then a heart... Let's say my last club is the ace, right? So otherwise it doesn't matter. If I rough with the ace, then West, holding a spade, a club, and the jack of diamonds, pitches the jack of diamonds and can rough when I try to cross the dummy with a diamond. So I guess there is some universe that hasn't yet been disproven where a heart could be the way to beat the contract. And East thinks, I suspect, that my double and then bid diamond, or double and then, yeah, I bid diamonds, right? I should have the ace of diamonds for that. And so he thinks, well, leading a diamond is certain defeat. Maybe Declare only has 5 clubs. Wait, what even happened? I didn't double and bid diamonds. I just doubled. And then bid 4 clubs. Okay. So maybe he thinks I should have the ace of diamonds, and therefore... I don't know. A human would see this very obvious, like, there's no way you do this holding the ace of diamonds. It just doesn't make sense. It's obviously an attempt to set up some rough stuff. And a human would continue a diamond here. But from East's point of view, maybe all this time West's been hanging on to his fourth club, and I can give him a promotion by leading this heart. Oh, got away with one there. I mean, will the field do so well? I think a lot of it should. Like, there's not really any other way to play the hand. But BBO players... I mean, we should be competing against a higher class of criminal, right? Like, in the Platinum/Stars Invitational. There are plenty of Stars who are awful players. And plenty of people with Platinum points who are awful. But not as much as the BBO standard, right? So, this should only... Hopefully this is only worth like a 70 or something like that. Hopefully the field is good enough that we don't get like 100% for this. But if this happened at a real table in a club, you'd get like 100% for it. Nobody would defend this badly. Anyway, we're in 4 spades. The opponents have only a single spade, the king, so we won't be needing a finesse. And what about other suits? We can ruff the club, and we have to lose 1 diamond. So this is just like making 5 flat around the world. Everyone does exactly the same thing. Ruff with the 6 here, just in case you want the 2 to be an entry to dummies 3 at some point. You don't really have to think about why you would want that entry, and I'm pretty sure we don't want it. But it's just like, you might as well. It doesn't cost you anything to preserve an entry. The other thing is, I don't know, maybe there's some way to get rid of both clubs if, like... Yeah, I guess if West has the ace of diamonds... and the jack of diamonds is falling, we could be looking good. Or, well, if West has the ace of diamonds and you can guess whether the ace or the jack is falling, then you can pitch, perhaps. Although he might just pop in that case. Anyway, I think we play the ace here. There's no real... Well, no, I don't want to. I want the ace as an... Oh, no, I have 100 entries to hand. It's fine. Okay, pops ace. Club switch. So, we can already pitch 1 club here. The club switch is correct. So we actually have... It's sort of funny. If you opened Gib... Oh, no, that's not true. I was about to say, if you asked for the double dummy result at this time, I know it would say you can make 12 tricks. You just have to guess which way to do it. But that's not actually true. Is it? No. I was thinking, if West has the jack of diamonds, you can finesse for it. And if East has the jack of diamonds, you have a red suit squeeze against him. But you don't, actually, because both threats are in dummy. So you have to pitch a threat before East has to pitch a guard. What did East pitch on the first spade? I feel like it was a club, but a heart makes the most sense. I mean, West is very slightly more likely than East to hold the jack of diamonds. At imps, you just cash out and hope for the best. But at match points, the diamond finesse, like, it's worth a lot, right? If you can get that extra over trick. So you really should think about risking your contract for that over trick. I guess it's not even risking your contract, right? It's risking making no over tricks instead of 1. You win the ace of clubs, cross to hand, and then you could try a diamond to the 10. it fails, you lose a diamond and a club. If it wins, you lose nothing. We know that East has 6 hearts and no spades. West has 4 hearts and 1 spade. So there's slightly more room in West's hand for the Jack of Diamonds. However, it's not just guessing which opponent has the Jack of Diamonds. If East has the Jack of Diamonds, short, then the King-Queen is... I don't know. I just don't think I can do it. I'm just going to go with the field and play the king here. It just seems like so risky to... I don't want to risk my decent result for a marginal shot at an up trick. I guess my point is... finessing sometimes earns you an extra trick if the jack is onside. Right? But not always. If the jack is falling, the finesse doesn't even matter. So it's taking a risk that might reward you... that'll reward you like less than half of the time. And half of the time, it will hurt you. So I think for that reason, we don't take the finesse. But I think we can cash everything else first and see if the defense makes a mistake somehow. Seems unlikely. But I guess holding the Jack 4th of diamonds, West might see that it's hopeless and just pitch. Something a human would never do, but a robot might. It's pitching a lot of diamonds. We should keep an eye out for the King, Queen, Jack, 10 of clubs. Like, it seems unlikely they're all going to get pitched, but just in case they do, that would make our 9 a winner. I haven't been counting diamonds. I've seen 3 of them, though, right? Opponents started with 7. They played 5. I think the King, Queen are winners at this. The 10 is a guaranteed winner now, right? Yeah. So East had Jack 3rd. The finesse would have been a disaster. Low to the King was actually going to work. So I'm glad I talked myself out of that finesse. Complicated auction here. What happened? We opened a spade. Agree. Double partner passes, which... I guess that's fine. You could try 1 no, but I guess it is a slight overbid. 2 diamonds by East. I rebid spades. Fine. Partner bids 3 diamonds. I guess a support? Sure. I made a game try, which seems overzealous, but partner declined, so we're still in 3 spades. West probably has 4 hearts. East's double is just fatuous. We have no idea what it means. We have 13 points plus 7 and dummy is 20. I mean, probably it goes heart, heart, rough. Diamond, 4th heart, roughed and over roughed. And then we just draw trump and try the club finesse. Hopefully the trump promotion doesn't hurt too bad. I guess we could try to dissuade them from the rough here somehow. But I don't think Gib is tricked in the same way that humans are. Like, I think you just play the 4. Ooh, okay, I like to see cashing the diamond. It's going to make it hard for them to get a promotion after the first rough. I like this also. Good. The opponents started with 5 trumps. They've played 3. They have only 2 left. So the King, Queen draw them, and the clubs are running. Good. And the trump promotion wouldn't have worked. If East had started with Jack X instead of Jack 3rd, they could beat the contract with the line I described, right? Heart, heart, heart rough. Diamond, heart rough and over rough. setting up the 10-3 over here. But it was only 10x, so we were fine. We're in 3 spades, 4 spades. Seems like an okay auction. The opponents might be missing 4 hearts here. We're obviously going down. Whoa! Excuse me? We're still going down. But that's a shocker. I mean, I can play the 5 here, right? The 6 is a winner? But I don't need it to be. Let's play the 8 just to be more safe. I don't know. Okay, sure. What? Okay, so clubs were 6-1. Diamonds are 7-0. No, not 6-1. Dummy had 5, I had 2. So clubs were 5-1. Diamonds are 7-0. Okay. Okay, so how do I play spades? It is sort of interesting, right? No, it's not. We started with 10, and they've played 1. So they have 2 left, the king and jack. If they're in the same hand, there's nothing I can do. And if they're in different hands, I should play the ace. So there's not actually anything to think about. Okay. Rough the diamond or pitch it on the heart, doesn't matter. Crazy distribution. I feel like one of them should have found a bid here somehow. Like, as East... Well, as West, I would bid 4 hearts. As East, I would bid 5 diamonds. Like, you just can't pass this with these crazy hands. It turns out that doubling us in 4 spades is the par result. Because they can't make 5 of anything. But they can make 4 hearts. I think. Yeah, of course. If they try to play 5 diamonds... They have, like, 2 spade losers, double dummy. We would lead the queen, pinning the jack, even single dummy. But we can't get to the north hand? We have a trump trick, we have spades, we just have, like, everything. Yeah, there's no way they're making 5 diamonds. It's really 16 boards. Okay. So we're in 4 hearts. A club. Yeah, a heart seems fine. Over 2 spades. Partner very reasonably passes. We double. Yeah, seems great. We raise 3 hearts to 4 hearts. I'd be a little worried that 3 hearts only shows 3, but... And indeed, apparently that's what it says. But it turns out partner has 4. So we're in what seems like a good spot. West's 10 of diamonds, surely from shortness. So East has the king, which is good news. I think we may as well play the jack here. It doesn't much matter, I think. The spade finesse should be working, but not guaranteed. Clubs and hearts are the remaining problems. If hearts split, then clubs aren't a problem. We can pitch 1 on a diamond. Well, they sort of are, I guess. We would need the spade finesse. Okay, so it looks like the spade finesse is actually going to be useful here. Let's play the jack. Sure. Now I don't need to take any more finesses. I'm going to take the spade finesse immediately, I think. No, that's too... Why would I do that? Ace. king. All right, the suit is splitting. We're looking good now, I think. Take the spade finesse so I don't have to guess the clubs. Because from Dummy's perspective, like from Declarer's perspective, I guess it's we're pitching a club on a diamond and then roughing the last club. From Dummy's perspective, it's sort of the same, I guess. Whatever. Yeah, we win the 8 here. Pitch a club. And we're looking good. So, I don't know. This might be slightly above the field result. Not everyone will realize you need the spade finesse. And you could get the clubs wrong. Long auction for a robot. A diamond, yeah, of course. A spade, of course. 2 clubs, 2 hearts. 3 diamonds, 3 hearts. Partner bids 3-no, and we insist on a suit contract. Partner says I'd rather be in spades. Fine. I mean, I'm glad they're not... I mean, I don't know. The spade lead means I don't have to lose to the queen, but it means it's going to be pretty tough to rough a heart, right? So, a mixed blessing. We're probably just going to have to, like, play hearts and hope they're winners. I should have drawn trump before doing this. I don't know what I'm doing. But I want, while I'm in dummy, to take advantage and lead a heart. Yeah, this was very risky. Okay, it turned out all right. Oh, I guess I'm sort of threatening to rough a heart this way. But, like, let's be realistic. I'm not going to be able to do that. Because if hearts are 3-3, they'll win the heart and just play a spade. And if they're not 3-3, the rough isn't going to work. So we just draw trump here. And which heart to play is not, I think, totally obvious. If the suit is 3-3, it doesn't matter which heart you play. If it's 5-1, I think it also doesn't matter. So if it's 4-2, the king pinning the stiff 10 would be nice, but then you still lose to the 8 or whatever. But you're losing 2 tricks instead of 3 that way. Low, if you can find the stiff ace, you're losing 2 instead of 3 that way. So I think it comes out the same. And the question is just like, is there any way to rule out, to make ace doubleton or 10 doubleton more likely than the other? I don't think so. Maybe if West had the ace doubleton, he would have considered leading it. So we should say it's slightly less likely that an ace is doubleton and slightly more likely that a 10 is doubleton. Therefore, I don't know. I'm starting to think I actually should have led hearts before spades because I might not have enough spades left to survive the taps. Yeah, very funny. I can't actually afford to win this. I mean, I could, but I might as well. Actually, I don't know. I guess in case the hearts are splitting very badly, I might as well win this and pitch a heart before crossing back to hand to try for the hearts. Okay, it was the 7. Okay, well, hearts were 3-3, so they were just toying with me. It didn't matter that they gave me a club trick. And it didn't matter how I played the hearts. Note, by the way, that low to the 9, while it looks good, it finesses the 10, right, successfully. forces out the queen. Doesn't accomplish anything. You still have to lose 3 hearts. That's why low to the jack and low to the king are the only reasonable plays here. Well, I don't know. Low to the 9 wins against 10 doubleton here, maybe. Yeah. But low to the jack works against any queen here, right? So it's just better to try for low to the jack. Anyway, we're in 4 hearts doubled. 1 diamond by East, and we stepped out of line with a questionable 1 heart overcall, but hit partner with a mountain. So a diamond, a heart, very funny, a spade. 3 diamonds, mixed raise. Wow. I don't know if I would call this a mixed raise. This is a monster raise. I said, no thanks, partner. And he said, I'm bidding game anyway. And here we are. Looks like we're going to go down 1? Well, we could take a chance. Pitch a diamond on a club before drawing trump, and then if it works, we make it. I think that's kind of mandatory, right? Like, I don't see any evidence here that clubs are 5-2. And even if they are, you're not really costing yourself anything. Only if trump clubs are 6-1 are you really hurting for that play. So we jump on the spade and cash clubs right away to get rid of a diamond. Success! And I believe you're supposed to play a club here pitching the last diamond, right? Because you don't want to get into a situation where they can give themselves a trump promotion by leading the last club. And forcing you to ruff in an awkward way. So, yeah, I think we lead a club here and pitch a diamond. And they just rough it for fun. Okay. Okay, I guess actually I said we're making it, but we might not have enough trumps. Yeah, that's true. East has all of them and it's going to draw. Okay, you got me on that. Maybe I wasn't supposed to lead a club. Maybe I was supposed to lead a spade so I could start roughing sooner. Whoops. Yeah, East is defending better than I'm declaring, I'm afraid. Gonna go down 1 anyway. It just looked like I had so many trumps. How could I ever run out? But I guess a club... And then when West wins, pitching a diamond sort of makes sense, because West can't lead trump. So maybe it didn't really cost myself anything there. If I had played a spade instead... we might be looking pretty good. West would probably put in the queen to win it. No, he would play low and East would win the jack. It would come out the same. I think. Okay. Plus, a club pitching a diamond is necessary to get the cross ruff going anyway. Like, at some point, I'm going to have to lose a minor suit trick and East gets to win it. And so I think doing that in clubs where East has to ruff in order to win is probably productive. I think minus 100 is pretty good here. Okay, board 15. We're in 3-0. We passed, of course. Over a club, we bid a spade. Over 2 diamonds, we bid 2-no. Oh, 2 diamonds is a reverse. Sure. Is 2 diamonds... or what is 2-no showing? Artificial, any weak hand. Yeah, of course. Partner bids 3 clubs, and then I say, oh, my weak hand is a game force. Sure, very funny. If you were going to force the game anyway, I feel like you should have bid 2 spades here to find out if partner has 3 of them. But, oh well, here we are. I think we... I think we have to put in the 10 here, right? Like, I want to go after spades, obviously. But... I don't necessarily have a spade entry. So they kind of have to duck the first 2 spades. At which point, Well, they don't necessarily have to. If East can win and lead the Queen of Hearts, we'll be in trouble. But likely they let me win 2 spades, and then I can reevaluate. But I think at that point, leading a club to the Jack will be right. Okay. You dastardly devil! Oh, man. Okay, put in the king, I think. I mean, East might have the ace, but maybe West just doesn't understand that he should continue? No, he does. Okay, well, a brief reprieve. Sadly, the only thing I can really do with this is cash the diamonds and go after spades. Doesn't really accomplish much. Okay, West pitched a... What? Okay, West has 4 spades. And now I'm sort of regretting pitching a club. Because the defense cashed 2 rounds of hearts and pitched 1. So 8 total hearts have been played. I have 1 is 9. There are 4 hearts left. They might be evenly divided, in which case they can only win 2 hearts and a spade. But if I also give up a club, they're winning 2 hearts, a spade, and a club, like, no matter what. So setting up a second club is not actually a real thing. I might as well just cash out for down 3. Maybe West will be end played into giving me a spade, but no. Maybe East will have to give me... No. Because we know East has another heart. And the King of Clubs, apparently. Or wait, what happened to the King of Clubs? Oh, right, they won it already. Yes. So East has a bunch of hearts. Down 3. I mean, really, you could not do much better on this hand, I think. No hand entries ever. So you get 2 spades, 3 diamonds, and a club. Yeah. If we wind up in this shitty contract, we get 6 tricks. Last hand, we're in 2 clubs after opening a club. Yeah, makes sense. I guess. It's an awkward rebid problem after a spade, right? You don't like... But, like, the clubs are so good, you can pretend to F6 them. It's fine. With this shape, one often opens a diamond so that you can rebid 2 clubs. But here, the clubs are so much better than diamonds that I don't mind a club, 2 clubs. I think it's the right call. Okay. So we have 2 diamonds, some clubs, and maybe a heart. I think I should just try to get a diamond ruff, right? Or if they're 3-3, I don't need a ruff. Okay, cool. This is kind of interesting. I don't think East is leading low from the Jack, but he could be. So low to the 10 has some upside in that dimension. But, of course, if West has Jack 3rd or Jack X, we could take all the clubs by popping ace. If West has Jack 4th, it doesn't really matter what we do. Jack 5th, I guess we should play low to lose just 1. But that's kind of a disaster scenario, so I don't want to think about that. However, there's another benefit to playing low here, which is that we get a club entry to dummy. Which... would allow us to lead a heart up to the king as well as a heart up to the jack. So there's two ways we could take a heart trick. I think probably East does not have the jack of clubs, and so probably low will not produce an extra club trick. But it could produce an extra heart trick. I don't know. If they win this and start tapping me in spades, it's never going anywhere, right? So... So I guess I might as well just play the ace here and hope West has Jack X or Jack third. Okay, Jack fourth. Not a lot we could have done. I mean, like I said, low would have given me a dummy entry, which would have been nice. The 10 and the 9. Is that interesting? I don't know. Maybe. Okay, the queen was onside, so everything's fine. Oh, no, it isn't. They're tapping me. Maybe there was nothing I could have done? I'm not sure. If I'd played low on clubs, would I have been able to do better? I'm not sure. So at this point, low club, West kind of has to find the spade switch, right? If I, again, okay. My provisional results, I'll look at those in a sec. Oh my gosh, what a wacky hand viewer link. And then export this to my real double dummy solver, my external solver. It says I should have made it double dummy. It was fine to play on diamonds. I have to go up here, but I'm betting I'm not supposed to continue clubs. No, continuing clubs is fine. Now I have to not continue clubs. Ah, because West... Well, why? West is end played and can't lead clubs, but he doesn't want to. He wants to lead spades. So, okay, I lead a diamond here. West, I don't know, pitches a spade. And now it says it's fine to continue. What's the difference? Okay, I cash here. I guess the difference is then West can draw the last trump comfortably, preventing me from using it to retain control of hearts. I don't know. This is weird. So I let a diamond, and West... has to pitch a heart, so he retains enough spades to tap me in the end, I guess. And he does so. East can do whatever, but pitches a heart. Then on a heart, we saw what happens. West draws trump and blah, blah, blah. Whoops, I didn't really mean to hit stop. So if I... Ah, okay, hang on. So... This is a weird squeeze? West can't pitch a spade because then he doesn't have enough spades to keep tapping me at the end? Is that the idea? So I cash now. And I play a heart. West wins. Sorry. To win is to play the queen. He draws the last trump. And plays king of spades. Spade. But now, when I rough in and play a heart, he has only hearts left. So he can't pitch a spade at that point. As I'm cashing the last diamond. And if he pitches a heart, then I can just lose a heart. And then he gets in and does whatever he wants. A spade, I guess. But I can then force out another heart from him. He plays a spade, which I rough. And now the king of hearts is a winner, forcing... Well, I get a rough with my... I get a trick with my low club, I guess is the point. And the only other thing he could do at that point would be to rough the 9 of diamonds. But that's obviously giving up a trick too. So he is sort of... It's a really weird, like, squeeze in 3 suits where one of them is trump. And we have so many losers. It's like a many, many loser squeeze. Interesting. I like this. Obviously, I would never find this at the table. Not just because it's a weird squeeze, but because I don't even know that the clubs are 4-2. And if they're 3-3 and I let someone rough the diamond, it just looks stupid. Huh. But that's cool. By the way, what does this ACK button mean? Accuracy of play. I made 1 deviation from optimal double dummy play. That's interesting. Okay, so how are my provisional results looking? 51. Okay. Well, that's fair enough. No crazy 90s. People are actually doing reasonable things on these boards. No awful results, just some 30s, but no great results either. I was 79 on board 5. What's that all about? Oh, finding the cross rough here? Sure. And on 8, a 78. Well, a 79, really. Oh, yeah, the miracle, where East just, like, didn't know what to do. If I remember board 14, I said minus 100 seemed fine. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. Some people are making this, huh? Like a third of the field? Or half? I can't, like, go from these match point results to fractions. It's too complicated. Oh, also in Just Declare, I guess, the results are a lot less swingy because everyone's in the same contract. There's only so many real results you can get. Okay, so this isn't a qualifying event, right? I can play all 3 days no matter how well I do, I think. Oh, it's a 3-day Robot Survivor as well, huh? Interesting. I forgot about that. At the beginning of the month, there's like a weird thing. We could try that maybe. Not this video, of course. Well, okay, I wanted to see about, but I guess I can't. Alright, well, hope you guys enjoyed this longer video. 16 actual boards. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.